How's it going, guys? Dreddex117 here, and today I'm doing another mock review. And today we are going to review my self-mock, my original self-mock, Dreddex. So you might saw, or maybe you've heard of this guy at my DeviantArt page. So if you want, you can check that out. I believe he has a bio. If not, so I'm just gonna tell you that. So his backstory. He was once a species. Well, actually, he came from a homeworld that is completely different from the original Barnacle stories that you ever heard of. So instead of a Toa story, this guy's backstory in particular, I'm gonna try and talk about it like specific. So Dreddex here was actually a species. Well, actually not a species, but he was part of a species called the Drexosaurian, or just Drexosaurus. If I remember correctly, it was the Drexosaurian. So he was a Drexosaurian, and then there was a meteorite that was almost about to crash at his home planet / home world. So he searched for any safe place so he doesn't die. And then from there, a random squad, well, actually for a few years later, he was then founded by a Toa group. And so he was raised by those two Toas, and then he became a very fierce fighter, but not a Toa. Well, not as a Toa. And Dreddex here has then been given a name Dreddex, because my channel name is Dreddex117. So I actually want to talk about on how I changed my name from DDCool117 to Dreddex117, but I'll just explain it in another video, well, if I had any time. So Dreddex here is probably one of my favorite mocks because, of course, he's my old self-mock. Well, actually not old, but he's one of my first ever self-mocks. Well, aside from Ditron and someone else. Yeah, someone else. So there has been a lot of changes for... let me see if I can pull this back and... Alright. So if you're wondering on how I filmed this, I actually borrowed my sister's tripod, and it actually looks pretty nice. Just gonna, here's his feet. So let's first talk about his feet. I was originally planning to have like the two-toed feet, you know, that you saw from the Hero Factory bad guys, and of course from the old Rockshi back in 2010, I believe. Yeah, I believe so. And but yeah, like it did work, but those pieces broke somehow, and so I ended up using these monster feet, which I do hear from people that these monster feet are usable, but sometimes they're not. But I'll just show you a little close-up of the feet. Here they are. And I added the Borak eye in dark red. And here's the leg. This leg is triple jointed, so he can move very good. And there's a little detail at the back of the leg, and it looks good. It looks very good. And then we have this Baraki shoulder piece, which looks very good for Dreddex. And as for his torso, I originally wanted to have a torso that resembles Detox. If you don't know who Detox is Byrock Dude's self-mock, and I will mention him. And actually he inspired me to make Dreddex, because he kind of reminds me of Detox, but without the Roxy head. So I'll just explain about this head in particular. Frankly, I was planning to have a black Roxy head, but I just don't have a black Roxy head, so instead I used this Hero Factory fist piece, and then I added the Borak eyes, these translucent Borak eyes. No, Borak eyes. So yeah, and then at the arms, it's a very complex arm design, and it's very well articulated as well. So, and then at the hands, this is a system piece. I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of blurry in my room. And yeah, there's a system piece right there. And then I added the fingers, and I really enjoyed having these fingers for Dreddex. So yeah, that's the whole build of this guy. Whoops, this piece just falls off. Well, not actually falls off, but just pops off. And yeah, and he looks very tall indeed. So I'm just gonna grab a MOC to compare on how tall he is. Whoa, I just hit the tripod. Alright, let's see. So here is Diatrom next to Dreddex, and yeah, he looks very tall. And here's Crixor. Yep, this is a Crixor, not Krika. So yeah, Dreddex is very big. So he has a very good height. So I'm actually gonna compare it with actually not. What the hell am I saying? I'm actually going to. I am now going to compare Dreddex to M.O.C. So here is M.O.C. Just gonna make sure to make Dreddex stand a little bit taller. Come on, stand still. All right. So here he is. I believe they're the same height, but I believe Dreddex is a lot taller than M.O.C. over here. So basically he's just very tall. But there has been older versions of Dreddex, so I made Dreddex for like, I don't know, I would say probably back in 2012. So I don't have any pictures of old Dreddex, so yeah, that was the MOC review of Dreddex, my self MOC. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and of course leave a comment on what you think of this guy. And I know I have fucked up during this review, but I did all I could. Wait, what? No. What I was trying to say is that I did my best to review this guy. And yeah, so make sure to go and subscribe, leave a like, and of course leave a comment. And as well, goodbye, and I'll probably be better at this, so goodbye.